live in a place of people pleasing for so long and shame and like my shame. I can't say like embarrassment because I haven't reached a place like this is just so embarrassing. But he's had a lot of reflecting time. Check me telling me like, oh, you wrong. Like, what you mean I'm wrong? My dad always said I'm right. But I gotta do my job. I gotta put me first. I'll talk to like the things that we go through as Christians and as believers. People glorify it on reality TV and stuff like that. But when a Christian goes through it or when a Christian do it, it's hot topic. You know, a Christian falls short, it's hot topic. But and my birthday's in February. Oh, goodness gracious. Man of God, shit, woman of God, bro. Listen. Hey, even I get tormented with the second everybody in me, bro. So it's like, ain't nobody out living. And I probably be like, bro, what? Oh, this bridge is literally 36. I always downplay myself, you know, and I know that's the enemy. And I learned that it's crazy. Like, all glory go to God. But I don't want to say this word because I'm going to look crazy or I'm going to look stupid or I'm going to look like a bad Christian. Or I'm like you know, he gives you a tongue of deception and you literally can deceive yourself and believe that you're not who God has made you and who God has called you to be. You know, so this year is just like, girl, you thought somebody stole your car and you said, whole time your car got repoed. Like, and it's double-minded. It's not intentionally, but as your husband, I have to tell you that. Like, you can't, you're saying, like, people's spirits, like souls will be given to parts because of my testimony, like my struggles, my pain, you know, what I've been through, what I've encountered, what God has healed me of, what God has set me free from. People like, but yes,
now
like,
turn right.
I have to be obedient and I have to stop thinking about Alexis. Like, I think about me, of course, but
Follow the road.
I can't worry about how people are looking at me. I have to, y'all. It will help so many people, and it just gives me so much joy to know that God is using me as a vessel, and He's giving me the courage to put my life, as we would say, my business on the front line, so that somebody else's soul can be saved and be saved with me, you know. And I just have to trust that God is going to redeem a lot of people behind my testimony when I post it, when I record it. I cannot wait to be set free. Like, I'm already set free because whoever the Son set free is free indeed. But the enemy still has ways to keep you in stronghold, but the enemy still has ways to keep you in shackles. The enemy still has ways to sneak in and torment you. Like, you know, to relate. And I'm not trying to be relatable. I'm done being relatable. Like, when he said that, the Holy Spirit said, you idolize your marriage. And I'm like, oh, it's already your marriage. I love that. If you like a yapper, and you like authenticness, you like rawness, you like realness, you have the right channel. I'm not even being funny. You love God. I love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you? I can't wait to be broke out of these shackles. You feel me? Like,
Take right exit 258 to West Congress Street.
Even just like my wife, you know, how my husband is growing in God. Like, I've been praying for it. God has been giving me so much wisdom, you know. But yes, like, I have always like downplayed myself, and that was the enemy, like making on myself, esteeming myself worth and stuff like that, and who God has called me to be, and who God has made me, you know. Hey guys, so obviously you cannot see me because it's 11:20 p.m. I am on a stretch right now, so it's not any light. I will be approaching more light soon because I'm going more into the city in Tucson. I think that's how you pronounce it. I thought it was Tuscan. I'm not gonna lie, but my husband, I think he said it's Tucson, Arizona. So I'm heading from one big city to another big city. We're currently 30 minutes away. We'll still be at our appointment 10 minutes early because this was like a strict delivery because apparently they've been getting like a lot of service failures with Michaels from Cali to Arizona specifically. So when I accepted it, they was like, you have to get a verbal, you know, like accept the load in order, whatever. Like, basically I had to talk to someone before they accepted the load for me or whatever. So I spoke with the person and he was like, yeah, you'll be fine. You don't have any service failures at all. Yeah. I take pride in what I do. But my ultimate goal is to get here on time, although I was up like 30 hours minus the hour nap I took. So I ended up finally falling asleep right before 5 o'clock. And then that man want to call me. But he felt so bad. But I ended up staying asleep. And I think I was asleep for like 3 hours, which is nothing. You know, that's literally nothing. So 10% of what I was awake is crazy. It's so unhealthy. But that little 3 hour, you know, 1-2 got me together. But I do know when I do go to sleep, I'm through. Like, I'm done. And I don't have to go to my next appointment until 4 p.m. tomorrow at the earliest, between 4 and 7 p.m. And depending on how long I sleep, how long I stay asleep, how well I sleep, I'm not gonna lie, I may go ahead and start heading towards Utah, although I don't have to get there till Thursday. but it is a drop and hook. So I do a drop and hook later today. Well, it's not midnight yet, but tomorrow, between 4 and 7 p.m. And I have to drive to Salt Lake City, Utah, and it's like 40 something degrees there. Well, it will be when I get there. And it's like a 12-hour drive. So what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna sleep like my whole reset, of course, plus the extra few hours, you know, probably like 12, 13 hours to catch up on my rest. And once we do that, we are going to start driving towards Utah, even though I literally have 2 days, over 2 days, because I don't have to deliver my load until like 11:59 at the latest on Thursday, and I can pick it up at 4 p.m. Tuesday. So I have over 48 hours to deliver the load. So, yes, 12-hour drive. So I am going to go ahead and start heading in that direction. We can drive up to 11 hours a day. Does that mean I want to burn my whole 11-hour clock? No, but I will. I've done it before, you know. So I can go ahead and get on top of that. I get on top of that. I can go ahead. You're lying. It's not a lie. Oh, you lying. It's construction. But I can go ahead and get on top of that and get done with that. Once I'm done with that, I can go ahead and get another load and keep it pushing.
Road construction ahead.
So that I can get back home, because I have to go to court for somebody that hit. The hit and run is something different. I gotta go to court because a shot messed up my car, like bad. I was talking about cutting off on me, having to restart it over and over for it to stay on. Like, it was bad. And I kept taking it back and it just kept making it worse. So that's a part of why I sent my car back. On top of it being a better financial decision now, it may not look like a good financial decision simply because it's like, girl, you know, that's gonna impact your credit, but trust me, trust the process. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep rolling so that I can get back home on time. You know, I can go to court, I can see my man, I can recharge and do what I need to do. I've been away from home. I have been away from home for I think a month. I'm not sure, but I do think I've been away from home for a month now. So it's about the time. I ain't gonna lie. But ooh, Top Golf. I haven't seen the Top Golf in so long. It's crazy. But yeah, so we are now 26 minutes away. We're almost there. But I'm gonna go ahead and talk to y'all later. These lanes are so narrow, but baby, let me get up out of there. I do not like riding on the side of trucks, even though I am a truck. But I don't like riding on the side of trucks, especially at night, because some people be tired, you know, and I understand, but don't be tired by me. So I get out the way immediately. I am going 4 over the speed limit right now. But yeah, hopefully my load TJ Maxx is not too heavy. They be overpacking. Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Ross. They're all the same people. They overpack their loads. Like, they don't even be knowing what they're gonna get. It's actually insane. Like, every time I open a door and I deliver to a TJ Maxx or Ross or Marshalls or a Home Good, they be like, wow, like they be distraught. I ain't gonna lie. Like, girl, what are we gonna do with all this stuff type reaction? So I'm hoping it's not too heavy, considering I am driving all the way to Utah. My gas per mile is back to 6.8. It was freaking 2.5 because I didn't work for like 2 weeks, bro. Like, it was crazy, but doing good. I'm gonna end this week out strong, very strong. Probably the most miles I have driven since I have been on the road. Well, period. Like, even in training and by myself. So we're up for a challenge. You know, I got a baby to feed. I really do have to get my daughter Christmas stuff. Definitely seeing some stuff that I want to send her. So I really do got a daughter to feed. You know, but we got a baby to take care of, bro. So pay off. And my birthday is in February. Oh, goodness gracious. Dang. What's my 30 gonna be? Because, like, I don't want no worldly 30 slogan. Like, ew. I want a woman of God slogan. What's my 30 gonna be, y'all? Let's think. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. Lord, give me a 30 slogan. I'm just so, like, I ain't gonna say extra, but I don't like being like everybody else. Like, I don't like dressing like anybody else. I don't like talking like nobody else. Like, I'm just me. Like, I have my moments where I'm talking very professional, and I have my moments where it's just like I'm in it, you know, in that little space where I'm just a little Birmingham by myself. But
In 5 miles, take right exit 258 to West Congress Street.
even just like my walk, you know, how I do things, I try to be as Christ-like as possible. You know, I forgive people for things that most people won't forgive for. I actually surrender things to God that most people don't know how to surrender to God. I don't know. I'm not a normal cookie. Not only because I'm a woman of God, and not only because I strive to be Christ-like, but God just made me different, you know. So I don't want to do the typical, Lord, I thank you for year 30, and I'm so blessed and highly favored, which is true. But I just want to be, like, my goal for the rest of this year is to be real, raw, and authentic, because I know that's what my breakthrough gonna be. Like, I have lived in a place of people pleasing for so long, and shame, and like my shame, I can't say like embarrassment, because I haven't reached a place where I'm like, this is just so embarrassing. But it's like, I'm not embarrassed because it's life and things happen, but I am ashamed because it's just like, what's next, you know? But I want to live in my truth. I want to be at peace with who I am. I know, like, me living in my truth and me being raw, me being honest, and me being vulnerable, that very thing will be the thing that sets me free. I have been in bondage from trauma and pain and mistreatment. All those cactuses are so cute. Mistreatment and all of the above. Like, anything you can think of, it has been done to me.
In 3 miles, take right exit 258.
Anything you can think of, it has been done to me, except I haven't been physically abused by a man, and I have not been assaulted physically or sexually, you know, so that's a blessing. I have been violent. Well, you know what? If I took it to court and I reported the 2 people, it would be sexual assault, but I haven't been sexually abused. That's the word. That's the correct word. So anything you can think of, I've encountered it. Like, in the world, walking with Christ, in my marriage, it's just anything you can think of, I have encountered it, you know. Except I have never dealt with nobody that had a baby on me. Now, I did meet this dude.
In 2 miles, take right exit 258 to West Congress Street.
And he already had a baby on the way when we met, but he didn't think that he was going to end up liking me because I was from Birmingham, and he was scared, and he ended up meeting me and was like, bro, you're nothing like I thought a woman from Birmingham would be like. Like, I told my homeboy, like, I'm meeting this girl, and she, you know, coming to, like, here, because I didn't feel comfortable going to Birmingham, and I need you to be on the lookout in case she brings somebody with her. And they set me up. I'm like, whoa. He was like, bro, with you, it's just, look at where you from. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You know, you're from the country, so I can understand that.
In 1.5 mile, take the exit.
Yes, like, so everything you could think of other than a baby being had on me, being sexually abused or physically assaulted by a man. I have been physically assaulted by a man. I've been jumped out of embarrassment. You know how dudes like, nah, like,
Route recalculated. In a quarter of a mile, continue straight ahead onto North Freeway and then keep left.
not on my time. You know, like, yeah, like, babe, let's get this girl, because she just, whatever.
Now continue straight ahead and then keep left to join the Interstate 10 East.
But
Now keep left to join the highway.
I have to live in my truth. Like, I have to. I'm ready.
In 1/2 of a mile, take
I have
exit
walked in
258
this
North
place,
Congress
so
Street.
I don't want nobody to know what I've been through. And like I told my husband today, like, the things that we go through as Christians and as believers, people glorify it on reality TV and stuff like that. But
In a quarter of a mile, take exit 258 to Congress Street, then turn left.
when a Christian go through it, or when a Christian do it, it's hot topic. You know, a Christian falls short, it's hot topic. But
Now exit right, then turn left.
anybody that's not a Christian falls short. Well, they're not even considered as falling
In a
short.
quarter of a mile, turn left onto
Shut
West Congress
up!
Street.
It's not considered as falling short because what are they basing their life off of? You know, so when a Christian falls short, it's Christian's this, Christian that. Then when somebody that's of the world do something stupid,
Now turn left.
or do something that's not morally correct, it's just like, man, we all do it, everybody do it. Then it's a worldly person have a baby on their girlfriend or their wife or their baby mama that they still with. It's, man, that happened. Like, you gonna be okay. But when a man of God or a woman of God have a baby outside, it's just like, see, that's why I don't want to be married. When a worldly man or woman cheat, it's
In a quarter of a
Everybody
mile,
do
continue straight ahead onto West Broadway Boulevard.
everybody do it. And then when a man or a woman of God commit adultery, it's ain't no way you a man of God or she a woman of God, bruh. Listen. Hey. Even I get tormented and attacked and tempted by the enemy, bruh. So it's like, ain't nobody off limits. And I may be one of the happiest people of a lot of people know. But the enemy still try me, you know? But yes, so I'm ready to live in my truth. Like, I'm over the idea of, like, glorifying my physical appearance. You know, like, I can say that I've never been conceited. I've actually always dumbed myself down.
Now continue straight ahead.
I've always dumbed myself down. Like, I know, like, I'm smart, I'm beautiful, I'm
In
intelligent.
3/4 of a mile, turn right.
But I'll be like, man, you feel me? Like, bro, this bridge is literally 36. Oh, this side 15-0. Oh my goodness, that just scared me. But yes, like, I've always been like, yeah, I'm pretty, you know, I am smart, I am intelligent, like, I do know how to, like, be with one person and be loyal and do right by people. I don't do wrong by people. But I'd be like, I mean, but that ain't that serious. The whole time that is serious, because the mass majority are not like that, you know? What else? It's like, I've always downplayed myself, you know, and I know that was the enemy. And I've learned that, like, I just want to show y'all the downtown where I am right now. It's so pretty. While I'm at this red light, and then I'm gonna start back talking. But yes, like, I have always, like, downplayed myself, and that was the enemy, like, banking on my self-esteem and my self-worth and stuff like that, and who God has called me to be and who God has made me, you know. So I have had to work on that in the past, like, year, 2 years, and it's literally because of my husband. Like, he, like basically, like, bruh, like, be for real, like, you this, you that. Like, always speaking life into me when I would not speak life into myself. Not even because of low self-esteem, but the enemy, you know, he gives you a tongue of deception, and you literally can deceive yourself and believe that you're not who God has made you and who God has called you to be, you know. So that was something that I have learned. So, like, I've let go of, like, the vanity and, you know, my appearance. And, like, once I deleted TikTok, like, the whole views and likes and stuff like that, bro, I do not care. Like, I post dang on near every day on my YouTube. And I have less than 200 subscribers, but it's because I'm not doing it for me. I'm literally doing it for the glory of God. And I just feel so good stepping more into my truth because I've struggled with it. And it's not even, like I said, of embarrassment. It's literally shame. You know, shame is like the enemy's like number one tactic, bro, other than tormenting you mentally. But shame is one of those things where it's like, all glory go to God. But I don't want to tell this part because I'm going to look crazy, or I'm going to look stupid, or I'm going to look like a bad Christian, or I'm like a bad wife, or my husband going to look like a bad husband, or a bad spouse, or a bad significant other. Like, who cares? Oh my goodness, my car has gotten repoed and my power has been cut off and I've got eviction notice. I'm gonna look broke. Who cares? Regardless, even though I was in my early 20s dealing with those things, but I'm happy I was paying attention. Mr. Hit the blinker so you can cross the street. Bro, go. Okay, but yeah, it's like even this year, it's just like, girl, you thought somebody stole your car in Houston. The whole time your car got repoed. Like, I don't care. You feel me? Like, I don't care. I do not care, y'all. Like, I feel so good to walk in my truth. Like my husband said, this is going to be your breakthrough. This is going to set you free. Like,
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto East Barraza Aviation Parkway.
I can see it. I can feel it. Like, God, this is what God wants you to do. Like, you can't worry about how I feel, and you can't worry about how it's going to make you look. You have to do what God is calling you to do. Okay. AZ210. Is this, let's see. Yep. East. Yep. Gotta go to the right. But yes,
now
like,
turn right.
I have to be obedient, and I have to stop thinking about Alexis. Like, I think about me, of course, but I
Follow the road.
I can't worry about how people want to look at Alexis. I have to worry about what God is calling me to do and how many people's spirits, like souls, will be given to Christ because of my testimony, like my struggles, my pain, you know, what I've been through, what I've encountered, what God has healed me of, what God has set me free from. You feel me? Like, I can't operate in shame no more. And I feel so good. And I ain't even did what I'm doing. I ain't even told my story, y'all. I have not told my story, bro. And I'm so, like, I'm amped up about it. I know when the time comes, I'm going to post a video and I'm going to scream and close YouTube. I know I'm going to do it, but I'm ready. I'm ready to walk in my truth. Like, I'm ready to be very transparent and brutally honest about my walk with Christ and who I was before I gave my life to Christ. And yeah, I forgot what the whole point of me talking was, but here we are. Oh, what was my 30-year-old slogan gonna be? That's what this whole thing was about, bro. And I'm talking about something else, but you know, just being myself and choosing God, you know, choosing obedience. Like, I even surrendered my marriage to God today because me and my husband was having a conversation, and I'm just like, I know I should be further, and I just feel like I just been hindered, and you know, it is this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. And my husband was like, bruh, if I died today, what would you do? Like, stop blaming me, and pointing the finger at me for where you're not in your walk. Like, I am not the reason for your calling. Like, yes, God used you to bring me to Him, but God, I'm not your calling. Your calling is to spread the gospel. Like, take accountability. And when He said that, the Holy Spirit said, you idolize your marriage. And I'm like, oh, surrender your marriage. So I'm like, okay. So I asked ChatGPT. I was like, you know, I went on the spiel, and I just was like, you know, my husband was like, get on to me about like me trying to say like he's the reason that my walk has been hindered, and you know, him being shameful, and him, you know, being disappointed in God, and you know, being upset with God when God don't do things the way that He wanted it to be done. And the typical Christian, you know, especially when you first start your walk, within the first like 3 years, bro. The first year to 3 years be so hard, bro. Like, and we're in year 2, so imagine how it's been. But, and I just was like, you know, I was expressing that I feel like my husband is the reason that my walk has been hindered, and he was just saying like, take accountability. And I heard the Holy Spirit tell me like, you idolize your marriage, you need to surrender it to God, because like, how do I? And I asked ChatGPT, like, how do I know that I idolize my marriage? Because I just you know, I just love my marriage. Like, even though it has not been the easiest and it has not been the best, Lord knows it has not been the best, because of spiritual warfare is real. Like, I'm talking about really real. Like, to the point where I had to allow God to literally dwell in me 1,000 million billion gazillion percent, to be understanding and forgiving and look at things in the spirit and not in my feelings, you know. So I, you know, asked ChatGPT, like, how do I know I'm analyzing my marriage? Like, I just, you know, it's my marriage. And ChatGPT was like, you know, I'm so proud to hear that you're growing in your walk, and, you know, it's so easy to not look at it like you idolize your marriage. It's just, you're looking at it like, I just love my husband and I honor my marriage, and, you know, God loves marriage, whatever ChatGPT has said. And it was like, but you can't do that. Like, if how your husband feels and where your marriage is standing in that moment affects your faith in your walk with Christ, more than likely you're idolizing your marriage. It was like, if you don't have any, and my husband kept telling me, like, bro, your walk is your walk, my walk is my walk. I understand you want to do it together, but we have to have our own relationship with God. And I just hurt my feelings. So I'm like, I want to do my walk with you. Like, and ChatGPT literally said, you have to have your own individuality in your walk. So when your husband get weak, you can go to God for strength, to give you the strength to keep going. So that when your husband is falling short, and when your husband is weak in his walk and he's weary, it does not impact you. But if it does, you idolize your marriage more than like. I'm like, whoa. And then it said like 4 different points. I'm like, wow, whoa, what? That's crazy, but it was true. But me and music, as soon as I said that, the first thing I thought about was Future, when he was like, crazy, but it's true. Help me. But it's like, I have to live in my truth, bruh. And I told God tonight, Lord, I surrender my marriage to you. I don't want to idolize my marriage anymore. And ChatGPT had gave me a prayer, you know, to pray about idolizing my marriage. And I prayed that prayer. And it also, you know, told me, I was like, how can I stop? It was like, surrender your marriage to God. You know, allow your husband to do his walk, you know, how he's doing his walk, and allow God to basically, you know, work on your husband. And you continue to focus on your marriage. Like, you live in what God has called you to live in. You walk in your calling and be obedient to God, and stop basically hindering what God has called you to do because your husband is in doubt with God, or your husband is frustrated with God, or your husband is upset with God. Like, stop doing that. That's basically what he told me. And, you know, I talked to my husband about it. He was like, man, ChatGPT just told so much truth, you know, nothing but the truth, you know. And I was like, dang, bro. Like, so I'm thinking the enemy is trying to wedge something between us, because it's like, okay, we on the good grounds, you know, where our friendship is back, our love is like grounded again, like our communication is better than ever, our relationship with God is better than ever, you know. But I think that's the enemy trying to put a wedge between us. The whole time it was really the Holy Spirit telling me, like, you idolize your marriage. So yeah. Yep. So I'm living in my truth, y'all. I'm living in my truth. And me living in my truth will not only set me free, it won't only set my husband free, but it will help so many people, y'all. It will help so many people, and it just gives me so much joy to know that God is using me as a vessel, and he's giving me the courage to put my life, as we would say, my business on the front line, so that somebody else's soul can be saved and be saved with me, you know. And I just have to trust that God is going to redeem a lot of people behind my testimony when I post it and when I record it, and not worry about how people look at me as a person, or worry about what type of comments I'm gonna get. Because one thing I love about YouTube is the people that come to your channel are people that are like, they can relate. And I'm not trying to be relatable. I'm done being relatable. Like, I'm done being relatable. I am no longer going to be that Christian that oh, well, she still do this, she still do that. Like, you know, like I said about the shirt when I was in Vegas, like, I don't want to be that Christian. Like my husband said, you know, I get the message you're trying to give. Like, y'all, I wore this shirt and it felt so weird. He was like, you know, that's like the irony of that, to say, like, I felt weird wearing this shirt and it didn't feel right, but still post you in the shirt. The irony of it, like, now people focusing on the shirt and how cute it looked on you, and how it's like, oh, so I still can just like this and be a woman of God. And what is that? Why does it look like the border? I think that's the Air Force grounds. But it's like, he was like, you can't, it's giving double-mindedness, and it's not intentionally, but as your husband, I have to tell you that, like, you can't, you're saying, like, I felt so, like, weird and bad for wearing this, but then you still post a picture. Like, what's the point? Like, as long as they understand that you got an inward conviction on your fashion sense, they don't have to see what you wore to get the conviction. And I was like, you know what, you're right, you know? So it's like, God is working through my husband to help me, and I love that. But he has been correcting me so much, y'all, that at first it was like making me mad. I ain't gonna lie, because I've always been the person to, like, I guess you could say, lead people and help people with their walk and spread the gospel and, you know, like, give correction out of love and, you know. But he been like tearing me up and checking me for real, like, and I love it, because it's like, okay, my husband is growing in God. Like, I've been praying for it, and God has been giving him so much wisdom, you know. But why you checking me? I don't like that, you know. I ain't used to nobody checking me, telling me, like, oh, you wrong. Like, what you mean I'm wrong? My dad always said I'm right. But whoa, you, like, do y'all know how long I've held stuff in because I was afraid of what my family would think? How much I hid because I was afraid of the reaction of my family because of what they expected from me. Like, I didn't even finish my BSW because I got so burnt out of people pleasing, and I just kept going with school because I know that's what everybody expected of me, and I just got burnt out, y'all. Like, I cannot make this up. So it's like, I am so happy to do what God has called me to do, and even spoke through my husband to tell me. He was the main one, like, not wanting me to do such a thing, like, over the years, you know. But it's like, I am so happy that I can finally speak what I've really felt over the years, from like my childhood to the parenting style I had, to the dynamics of my family, to the trauma, to the emotional unavailability, to the spiritual, like, abuse, to the being raised in the church and running away, to finding God again, but then got in college and went crazy, to just spiraling after I left the guy I was with for years, throughout high school and after high
You
school.
will arrive at your destination in 3/4 of a mile.
And to clubbing, partying, smoking, sleeping around, to before I even started doing that, getting pregnant, barely beating teenage pregnancy. And my daddy didn't talk to me for like weeks, bro. Then turn around and did it again, like 9 months, 8-9 months
In
later.
half a mile, turn right and then you will reach your destination.
Because I never went and got my birth control. So it's just like, bruh, stuff I've never told openly, and even some stuff I've never even told anybody. Like, my husband know everything, but like, nobody else knows every single thing, you know. I've never just been the person to tell
You will
every
arrive at your
detail,
destination in 1/4
other
of a
than
mile.
to my husband, because we'll have those talks, and he was like, well, you told me this, but you didn't say all that. And I'd be like, okay, and then I just go deeper into
In
detail.
1,000 feet, turn right and then you will reach your destination.
And it's not intentionally not telling him things. It's just I'm so used to being like very like brief and surface level when it comes to telling stuff, that I would just tell him more and more when we talk about something.
Now turn right and then you will reach your destination.
You have arrived at your destination.
Like, what do you mean turn right? Where's the dock? I see Michael's, but where is the docky dock? Okay, so let's see. Do I turn here? Oh,
Route
no.
recalculated. Now turn right and then immediately turn right. Now turn right and then turn left.
Do they work here? Oh, they work here.
You
Y'all
have
work
reached your
here?
destination 7150 East Broadway.
Where do I? This is my first time here. Where do I park?
It's behind the building, yeah.
Can I go down and go to the right? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. It'd be fun, like going to new places for the first time, but it'd be like, bruh. But yeah, so it's just like to be able to just tell all of my truth, y'all. Like to me running from God, to me like the different type of men that I met and encountered, and I felt like sleeping around, but I felt accepted because I've always been different, and the whole like partying and clubbing, knowing it wasn't my cup of tea, but I just wanted to do what everybody else did, even though I seen how their lives was going, how their skin was looking, what their mindset was, what they thought process was, which was the total opposite of mine. But even just holding on to friends that I grew up with, that I knew I outgrew, but I just felt like I had to, you know, be that person that's just like, you know, God blessed me and God taking me in different places, but I ain't gonna never turn my back on my friends. You know, like I was trying to be that person and it damaged me, bruh. I had people around me that thought that I thought I was better than them, but baby, it's favor. I don't think I'm better than anybody, you know? Never that. But hold up. He said I could just go around the building. Bro, ooh, this is gonna be pretty crazy, but we gonna do it. We gonna do it. But yes, like I just feel so good to be able to speak my truth, to having the friends that really was never happy for me, you know. That was really never happy for me, you know. But why is it still going forward? That's weird. Yes, like God is working on me. He is working on my husband. And I cannot wait to just be free, bruh. I can't wait to be broken out of these shackles. Feel me? Like I cannot wait to be set free. Like I'm already set free because whoever the Son set free is free indeed. But the enemy still has ways to keep you in a stronghold, bro. The enemy still has ways to keep you in shackles. The enemy still has ways to sneak in and torment you, bro. Like people don't understand that. Like that is real. Like that's really real. Like that man do not play. Like I said in my other video, you play, you lay when it comes to the enemy, bro. Like that man is a hater, bro. He is a full-blown head tie. Okay, so he said, I think that's home good. So that, but yes. I still ain't found out what my 30 slogan gonna be, y'all. What are some biblical words and terms that have a good meaning that can go with 30? I don't know, but I'll let y'all know when my birthday comes. I'll let y'all know then. But we made it to our appointment, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna take a nap or go ahead and edit this video so I can post it today because it's midnight. But yeah. I'll talk to you guys later. Sincerely, Alexis K. I really be forgetting to say like, hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is real, raw, and authentic. I can't do it. Like maybe down the line, but that's just not me, bro. Like that's just not me. Like I can't do the whole fake voice type, you know. But all right, I'm done talking. I love yapping. If you like a yapper and you like authenticness, you like rawness, you like realness, you have the right channel. I'm not even being funny. You love God. I love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you? Like I love God. Alright. This where we at with it. Okay. We're gonna swing this thing out like that. Then we're gonna bring it back curved like that. And then we're gonna turn the wheel like that so we can get a bend in it. And we're gonna back that thing up. Okay. Y'all, I gotta do my job. I gotta do my job. I gotta put me first. I'll talk to y'all later. Because I came from that direction because I turned dead in the front of the building and went across the strip. And then I made it back here, but I had to make a U-turn to get back here. And their docks are slanted, which is pretty cool. I think this will be my first time having a slanted dock, but I feel like I would like the slanted dock a whole lot better than the straight docks, I ain't gonna lie, because I've already set up my trailer. So basically I pulled straight, turned my wheel to the right, and then slung it back to the left so that I can get a bend in it and I can start maneuvering my trailer on into the hole, you know. But I'm gonna set y'all up so y'all can see how I'm gonna do it. Right now I'm taking my lock off because I was in a high cargo theft area. I mean, I always put a lock on it, but I really had to, like, because it was like a message I've never seen before in my life. So I was like, okay, I ain't trying to get robbed. Okay. Okay, y'all, I did so good. I'm gonna show y'all. Okay, so the man was like smiling because he's like, I don't know how to do this like this. So yes, y'all, I did it perfect. Let me show y'all. So I am literally perfect into the dock on both sides. Like soon as I parked, I heard like, dude, meaning they put the little thing that they, you know, whatever. But the trailer, I had to unhook so that, you know, whatever. But the trailer's only filled to probably about maybe right here. Hold on. Let's see. It's getting more shallow. Yeah, so somewhere right here. So it's not even full. But I docked perfectly, y'all. Even out 2 hours of sleep, don't play with me. My husband said, bro, I shouldn't have told you about no 5-hour energy. Y'all, that 5-hour energy? He said, bro, 5-hour energy for you is 10 hours. Y'all, I literally took an ugly sip. Y'all know, like when you do your lips, like when you drink something. I took an ugly sip and, yeah, I took an ugly sip and I could not sleep. Only got like 2-3 hours of sleep. But we're about to go in the truck and he said he'll see me in a couple hours. I don't think it'll take that long, but I'm probably gonna take a nap. Find somewhere to shut down next tonight because I don't have to move until 4 p.m. Well, I don't have to be nowhere until as early as 4 p.m. tomorrow. So, talk to you later. Good afternoon. Pray that you're having a great day. I'm having a pretty good day. I woke up feeling a lot different today. Had a lot of reflecting time between me driving to where I am right now and waking up this morning and spending my time with God. And I just feel so much better than I did and so much better than what I have been feeling. So right now, we are about to pull off and I do need to use the restroom and get me something to drink and probably eat too, honestly. Like, I don't know. But we are about to pull off. I do need to make a stop somewhere because I need to either warm up me some food, grab me some food, and I need to use the restroom. My face is clearing back up now that we're rested, and I'm so happy because my face looked a mess. But we are currently in Tucson, Arizona. I think that's how you say it. And we are about to head to the TJ Maxx distribution center to pick up my load. So the original plan was for it to be ready at between 4 and 7 p.m. But no, 4 and 11:59 p.m. But they ended up having it ready by the time I got done with my load this morning. Like, they sent me a message and was like, you know, appointment adjusted to 6 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. So I was like, okay, so the trailer got filled up early. So as soon as my reset get done, I can go ahead and do that. But I ended up, like, you know, spending more time with God and doing, like, having me a slow morning. So I ended up not, you know, getting done as soon as my reset was done. I think I was down for, like, realistically, I was only down technically like 8.5 hours. But since I was in Sleeper Bird while they were unloading my trailer, you're not supposed to be back here, bro. Oh, he's about to dump trash. That's what he's doing. He's doing something illegal. But since I was in Sleeper Bird, wow. Oh, he's looking through trash. Okay. Since I was in Sleeper Birds while they were unloading me, technically I was in Sleeper Birds for like 13 hours. So, well rested. Feel good mentally. My mind is back clear. Spiritually, I feel back grounded. Like, peace-wise, I just feel at ease. I get to take it slow. I can stop and do stuff like this. Show y'all, like, out of mountains before I get back to the freaking Midwest, South, wherever it takes it. But yes, so I am about to do something. Find me something to eat or drink or something. Whoa. Why is the dumpster in the middle of the freaking alley like that? They wrong. They are wrong. So maybe I should go back out the way that I came in, because my truck is not going to fit through that. Why would they put that dumpster right there? What are you doing? Go! But yeah, so I just feel so much better this morning. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to fit through there. I ain't even about to try. Go ahead. Whatever you're doing, go. Because how? Why is this dumpster? Okay, so we're going to pull up. We're going to put. Oh, that's a big hole. We're going to pull up. And I'm going to try to pull as close to this wall as I can. Depending on. I think I can make it. I just be so scared to hit something, y'all. Like, that's my biggest fear. My biggest fear is to hit something. Literally. Like, oh, that's my biggest fear. But, yes, like, slow mornings, more time with God, intimacy with the Lord, surrendering things to God. Like, it just feels so good. You know, I reached a point where I wasn't surrendering stuff to God. It's just like, Alexis, you got it. No, Alexis, you don't got it. But I go to Starbucks. I don't want no Starbucks, though. I'm not a Starbucks person. I just like their their turkey sausage, sage Danish. So good. But yeah, I woke up feeling different today. Like, I have let go of everything that was weighing on me in the past. Before today, but just reflecting. I've let go of everything that has weighed on me in the past. I have let go of everything that has hurt me. I have let
Finding
go
your new route.
of everything that has injured me, you know, spiritually and emotionally. I have forgiven everyone that I was holding unforgiveness towards, you know. I have stopped taking account of things that my husband do towards me. It's not even intentional. It's just he is still unlearning things from like how he was raised and stuff like that as he continues to surrender to God. So it's like, I just take it to God. I can't do nothing about it. Oh my goodness, those cactuses do not look real. I want to go over there and take pictures with them, but I can't because my truck can't go over there. Yeah, so we are about to get our day started. I'm feeling good. Got my hat on that I got from this man at the casino. And it is a little tight. I don't know how tight I got this or how. Okay, there we go. But yes, like, that's what we on. And we're about to head to Utah, Salt Lake City. I am not dressed for the weather, but I will change and put on something else once the night time comes because then the temperature's gonna change. So I will be catching up with you guys later. I'm gonna have to cut somebody off because y'all bogus. You couldn't see me coming out. Scary too.
In 1/4 of a mile, turn right onto South Montana Road.
I am not gonna lie, y'all. I do not like giving these people my driver's license. It's like we have to get them my driver's license, and some place you have to get them their phone number. I don't like that. Like, why do you need to know my whole name? But yes, like, I do not like giving people my driver's license. I don't like giving people my driver's license because it's like my address is on there, my whole name is on there. Like, why do you need that? You know? But whatever. So I'm dropping at spot 983. He said it's on the back side. So I just feel so good. Feels so good. In my muscles. Yup. 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 Like, getting tone is so cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like, getting tone is like, yes, you know? So I should be, so that's 7, that's 8. 9 gonna be on that side. Okay, so I should be able to dock it correctly because my parking spot should be on my driver's side. But yes, like, getting tone has me so excited for the future. I know that may sound crazy, but it's just, weight gain has been a struggle. Oh no, it's on that side, I think. Yeah, weight gain has been a struggle for me for years, but it's a keyword, but it's like, I have to build muscle. And my reasoning for wanting to gain weight before I got married and before I gave my life to Christ and stuff like that really like vanity. Like just I want to look and be shaped, not like everybody else, but you know how everybody else feels and stuff. Like, why I'm 25 and I don't have weight coming in? Like, why everybody get weight but me? You know. So that was something I did struggle with for a while. I do not know how to blindside, but we're gonna try it today. But yes, like I struggled with that for a while because it's like people are like, oh, when you turn 25, girl, you're gonna be good. I'm well past 25. Yep, I'm well past 25, and yeah, ain't nothing changed, baby. Nothing changed. Okay, so I gotta get out, y'all, and make sure. I will talk to y'all later. I gotta do my job. Okay, y'all. So I think I got it. Like I'm literally like, this is my first blindside, and I'm actually like at the hole. I'm actually where I'm supposed to be, bro. It's actually insane. It's so shocking, but okay. So let me pause and take a quick look. Make sure I'm doing good. Okay. What? See this little hood here? It's really my friend right now. So now I need to start doing my trailer. Need to stop the hood. Okay, so I need to turn towards the problem because I'm just going to find something right. So, is that a good view? I think it is. Okay. Baby, that was crazy. That was crazy. Look at that. Look at that. Like my thing is scenery, bro. Like I just have to see something. I wish there was a cactus right here by me. But yeah. They're right there. But we did it, guys. We did it. We did it. Yeah, we did it. Yeah. It's so windy out here. Like the sun out, but it's so windy. So this is our lunch. It's our lunch. It's my leftover Chipotle. I am not playing when it comes to the coins. I cannot be wasting money on. I can't waste my funds anymore. So yes, we are eating leftovers today. Carne asada. Some black beans, some white rice, some corn salsa, some sour cream, some chili sauce, and what is it called?
balsamic vinaigrette.
I had to taste it. I remember then.